Hello, sometimes when you work with Blender and add-ons you will have some issues, depending if you install a new version of Blender or a new version of the add-on, if you have some conflicts with other add-ons, etc, etc. So, to find and fix the issues, you have to give to the developers all the information you can. For example, the OS, on which OS you are, Windows, Linux, Mac, the Blender and the add-on version, Blender, add-on version, the steps to find the issue, to replicate it. If we cannot replicate the issue, we cannot find it, and the error message in the console. When you have an issue, you will have an error message in the console. You will go in Window, toggle System Console, and you will have the error here. So, with all the information here, you can help developer to find and replicate the bug and to fix it. When you install a new version of Blender, you will copy your previous preferences, but I recommend you to not do this. I recommend you to create a new version of Blender with the same settings you used, but without copying the previous. Because sometimes it's okay, but sometimes you will have issues, and only because of this you will find issues, and you will lose some time for you and for the developers to find the issues. So, if you use Blender normally, you can have some issues directly, and to find them, you just have to start Blender, go in Window, show the the system console here, and if you have issues, you will have those issues here. You will be able to read the text and to find what is the issue and to fix it. For example, if you have an add-on with an issue in the panel, etc., you will be able to give the report directly to the dev. He will be able to find it and fix it. If you have multiple add-ons with the same name, you will be able to see which add-on is duplicated, and you will be able to delete it. So, start Blender, show the console, and check if you have issues. To see also if you have issues with add-ons, you can go in the user preferences, in the add-on tab, and you will have text, for example, if you have several add-ons with the same name, and if you have missing add-on, etc. If you have missing add-on, you just have to uncheck them, and if you have several add-ons with the same name, you will have to first remove it from your user folder, and then restart Blender to see if you have the issue. On Blender 278, they added some add-ons directly in the community add-ons, so if you installed them before, you will have a duplicate version of the add-on, and you will have to remove it from your Blender version. To remove the add-on duplicated, you can select it and click on Remove. I will select another add-on, for example this one. You have the remove button. That should be okay. You can also go in the add-on folder of your system. For example, on Windows, it's on User, Roaming, Blender Foundation, Script, etc. So if you go in the User, App Data, Roaming, Blender Foundation, Blender 277 or 8, Script, Add-on, etc., you will be able to select the add-on and remove it from here. Like this, in Blender, you will, when you will restart it, you will not have the issue, and you will have a clean version of Blender, and this is nice. To correctly update an add-on, you have to remove it directly from Blender. You go in the user preferences, add-ons, you select the add-on, and you click on the remove button. Remove like this, and you will not have the add-on. You can restart Blender or directly install the new version with install from file. You have to select the add-on and click on install from file. And you will have the new add-on, you will activate it, you will add your library path, like this. Save your settings, and restart Blender. Like this, you will have a new version of the add-on, and you will not have conflict with the previous version. You can, when you restart Blender, check if you have something in the console. I will restart Blender, that's it. I will check in my console if I have any issue, and if it's okay, it's okay. Sometimes, even if everything is okay in the Windows console, etc., you can have issues. Those issues can be conflict with other add-ons, unsupported version of Blender, etc., etc., etc. So, to check if the add-on is in fault, you can create a portable version of Blender and install the add-on. You will not have your own add-ons, etc., and like this, no conflict, and you will be sure that it's the add-on who is in fault. So, to do this, you have two ways. First, you can go in the Blender user app data roaming Blender Foundation Blender and rename the config folder like this and restart Blender. This is the simplest way. You have the Blender without any add-ons. Like this, you will not have conflict. You will install your own add-ons, the add-on you want to see if it's the one who bug. Yep. Like this. You install it, you activate it, and you check if you have any issue with the add-on. By restarting Blender, check the console. If you have, as you can see here, we have several text. It's not error, it's the new version. And you can see directly if you have an issue. You can test the add-on, check if the issue is still here, and if the issue is still here, give to the developer all the information you can, which OS you are, which version Blender, which version of the add-on, the steps to find the issue, etc., etc., etc. The second way is to download a build from the Blender site. You can download a zip version, or if you want at the bottom, you can grab a daily build, and you can select the daily build, install it. After, go in the unzipped version of this daily build, go in the 2.78 folder, create a new folder named config, like this. And like that, this is really simple, you created a portable version of Blender. You can add it on a USB stick, etc., etc. So, if you start Blender, you will have a new version of Blender. You will have to install the add-on you want to see if it's the one you bug, etc., etc., and give to the developer all the information you can. So that's it. I hope you like this video. If you have any question, don't hesitate to post them in the comment section, and I will respond to the questions. And I hope you will see this video and help Dev to find issues. So that's it. Bye bye.